What's up, Helldivers? Jogun here with some tactical insights on the new Illuminate invasion headed towards Super Earth. We faced down bugs that would make a Starship Trooper reconsider his career choices, and we've dismantled bots more persistent than a warranty car salesman. But the squids are on a whole nother level, with a mixture of both melee and ranged units coming at you all in one patrol. It is brutally difficult out there. First up, let's talk numbers and just sheer beef with that flesh mob. The Illuminate have this horrifying 1-2 combo with just the melee units, and then you throw in some ranged units behind them, and it just makes for a nightmare situation, especially in the urban maps. First, you got the vote list, just small bullet sponges, anything will take them out pretty quick, but it seems like they've really beefed up the number of vote lists that come at you at once. I've taken out a patrol before that had 25 in it, and that's just one patrol with 2 or 3 others converging at the same time. So definitely increase the number of vote lists coming at you. And occasionally they'll have flesh mobs mixed in with them, or inside one of the bases, you'll see 4 or 5 flesh mobs. Drop-ins will drop up almost 10 at one time. And those things have 6,000 HP. For reference, that's the same as a Bile Titan. So those things will suck up all of your ammo. And there's no one-tap kill. Recoilless rifle will not take them down in one shot like a Bile Titan. So you really got to put some focus on them, some real effort. Best thing that I found is having either a guard dog with you, probably a rover, since the regular guard dog likes to fly off after emptying one clip. But you really want to try to get gas on them. That'll put the damage over time on them, as well as confuse them for a little bit. They'll stop their charge at you. It's the only thing that I found that actually stops their charge. Or before they start charging, hit them with some stuns, either a Holt with its stun rounds, or anything that's really going to knock them off, stun grenades, anything that'll stop it. But once they start charging, the stun will not work. The flesh mob is just a beefy big guy that's just coming at you. Nothing really stops him. Really, you want to catch him on fire, get some gas on him, really knock him off his game a little bit. Anything that has AoE, like a flamethrower or gas grenades, orbital gas strike, all of those are great at taking out groups of flesh mobs at once. Right, and that way you can focus your fire on them. Heavy machine gun, laser cannon, because laser cannon also sets them on fire, so you get that extra damage going with the new fire changes that they've made. Next, let's talk about the Overseers. You still have the standard ground with their melee stuff and range shots at you, but they also pull up a shield if you pop a few shots off at them. Still relatively easy to take care of those guys. The ones that seem like they've definitely had a buff to was the elevated Overseers. They are just a menace. They're zipping around, raining down fire on you. A little bit tanky. They are just super hard to hit, and they move so erratically. Especially if you're using an Interrupter, you have to really have good aim on them. Heavy machine gun's great at them. Laser cannon will also take them down after a second or two. Great ways to try to take them out quickly without needing super great accuracy. But it just feels like they really beefed up their AI as to how they shoot at you. They seem insanely accurate now. Even if you're shooting at them, they're not like bots where they'll start missing their shots. They're still crazy accurate while you're laying down fire on them. And they'll keep pestering you, even if you try to run away from them. Even wearing light armor, which I tend to use in every mission. Using light armor and the experimental stims, they still seem to keep up with me and keep popping those shots off. In the urban environments, while there are a lot of buildings, sometimes it can be kind of hard to break that line of sight with them. But anytime you're in the open field, look for rocks, look for little crags, crevices, something that you can try to duck into if you need to get a reload in there. But definitely get to some cover if you need to get a reload in. Next, let's talk about the Crescent Overseers. These things are just like the regular Overseers for armor, but instead they launch mortars at you. Now, if you only have 1 or 2 that's in a pack coming at you, they're perfectly fine. But once you start getting 4 or 5 plus in one single drop, then they're just raining down artillery on you while you're trying to take care of all the ground Overseers and especially elevated Overseers. Best thing to do is just try to drop a sentry or a cluster bomb, something that's going to take out a large group at once. Here I used an ultimatum, took out the majority of them. 1 or 2 left, and then just trying to pick the rest of them off with an Eruptor, some other kind of weapon that's going to get them at range. So the Harvesters are back as well, and it seems like they did make one change to them. Before, if you got really close to them, they wouldn't be able to get you with the beam, and it had no real way of taking you out at that point. So it was really good to not necessarily get to close quarters, but a little bit closer. Now, if you're inside of their beam range, they'll start to hit you with a Tesla charge, right? And that'll pretty much be a one-hit kill on you, regardless. I haven't tried wearing heavy armor, but you might be able to survive with heavy armor, or if you have any arc armor on there, that might help you survive at least one shot from them. Ways to take them out: HMG, the high rate of fire, really getting into those shoulder joints. Laser cannon, also set them on fire a little bit. Doesn't seem to help out too much with the fire damage. But again, the laser cannon just helps you keep that sustained fire on their shoulder joints, if at all possible. And then Wasp Launcher is actually really good at taking them out. One or almost an entire clip will take one harvester out, then you got to get a reload in there. But it's a quick way, and really the only real delete button for them. I've seen them take 2 ultimatum shots, even taking one straight to the body. So ultimatum, with the changes to that, are not going to be a direct kill on the harvesters. Now, there actually also seems like it was buffed up. There's been so many times where it's like, oh, I think I'm good. And then all of a sudden, the harvester will just snipe me from halfway across the map. So you really got to watch out for them. Break that line of sight from them again. Let's talk about Watchers now. Now, these are the only unit that will call in additional units. But unlike previous release from the Illuminate, where you would see 1, maybe 2 around, now frequently you're seeing 4 or 5 plus converging on you at different angles, especially in city environments. But here at Extract, they're going to be coming from all sides on you. It's really hard to focus on them. Like if a flesh mob gets inside your base and where your defensible position is, then you have Watchers coming in behind you, calling in additional reinforcements, and it just at points feels like an endless stream. Now they're only supposed to call in about every 90 seconds, but in some of the matches I've played, it seems like they're calling in every 45 seconds to a minute, where one drop just finished up. We may have cleared out the majority of it and still dealing with some harvesters or flesh mobs, and then here comes another drop coming in. You really have to try to focus on the Watchers as much as possible, but always take a look around you as well. As you can see here, constant stream of Watchers coming at us at the Extract. Really try to focus any fire on them. Take them out as soon as possible. But it's going to be tricky with the elevated overseers flying around, flesh mobs that take forever to take out. But really, you want to prevent any of those call-ins. Drop something major on one of the call-ins too, like an orbital napalm, cluster bomb, something that's going to take out a lot of the smaller guys so you can focus on the bigger ones. Now, the last new unit that was introduced was the Stingray, according to the patch notes, but in-game, you'll see him kill you as Interloper. If you tag him somehow, then you'll see Interloper as their name. It's basically the Illuminate strafing runs. Now, pretty much anything will take care of them in medium pen or higher. So MG, HMG, laser cannon, those are all great options. Wasp will also hit them from pretty long range. But during a strafing run, you can also tag them with your own strafing run. So if you drop an Eagle going in the opposite direction, right down their line, the Eagle, as long as you don't have the delayed impact on you, depending on the operation, Eagle will come through and it'll clear them out too. And I've actually had them take out 2 at once with one Eagle strafing run. But there's plenty of options to take care of them. But it's just a pain inside the city environment because you'll hear them drop in, but you may not necessarily see the blue trail where they're going to be shooting. And they'll just sneak up on you real quick while you're trying to take care of a flesh mob. And just all the units together will just swarm you quickly and clear you out before you even realize what's happening. So with about 12 hours left in this major order, we'll have about 3 hours after New Haven falls before the major order actually expires, going into early Tuesday morning. Tuesday's typically a patch day, but as you can tell, there's no heavy units. If you tag them, some of them might call them heavies, but nothing that, Chargers, Bile Titans, Factory Striders, nothing on that level, right? That you need a recoilless to try to one tap or an ultimatum or something really heavy to take out. This is just a lot of light and medium armor, right? So any medium pen weapons are extremely effective. Even light weapons are extremely effective against the Illuminate. But they'll be taking New Haven here shortly, and then there's nothing between them and Super Earth except for maybe Mars, which our training base did get relocated from Mars, so we'll see what happens. But tomorrow will be a big day. See potentially more additional units since there's still less Illuminate units than there are on either the bot or bug fronts. So it'll be interesting to see. Leave a comment below if to see what you guys are thinking is coming tomorrow. Now, all that being said, the Illuminate are definitely a step up in difficulty level without adding any additional levels of difficulty here. Let me know down in the comments section below what loadouts you're taking to the squids. The weapon buffs really seem like you can take anything in there and really have a good chance of success. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell for more Helldivers 2 content. Now get out there and spread some managed democracy. Show those squids who's really boss.